radio or the Vatican or our news portal, web portal, or the YouTube channel. But many, many more of you are joining us through television networks, making this transmission possible. Thank you to Catholic Faith Network and Shalom World TV, EWTN, Salt and Light TV, and Radio Maria. And to the many, many more of you joining us through radio stations and internet sites throughout the world, and to the about 150 other television channels joining us today through satellite. I'm Sister Bernadette, and I'm here today with Francesca Merlo, and together we'll be providing the English texts and the commentaries. Here you see the Christmas tree here in St. Peter's Square. A tradition since 1982 for the creche scene and the Christmas tree here. Here the tree comes from Rozzo in the province of Vicenza in Italy. Today's ceremony has a few elements to it. It will begin with the national anthems of Italy and the Vatican, and then the Pope will deliver his message. We'll pray the Angelus together with him, and then he will grant the Orbi et Orbi blessing, and we'll hear a few words afterward as well. The Orbi et Orbi address and blessing are given each Easter and Christmas, as well as the first time when a Pope is elected. One of the first things he does as Pope. It takes place in the central loggia of St. Peter's Basilica in Rome at noontime, and it's broadcast worldwide. From Pope Paul VI to Benedict XVI, after they delivered the Orbi et Orbi message, the Pope would greet the different nations in their native languages. But since Pope Francis, that particular practice has stopped. Connected, as we will be hearing, with the Orbi et Orbi blessing is an indulgence. Here you're seeing the beautiful Christmas crib that's been set up in the Vatican this year. There are about 20 to 25 life-size pieces in this particular nativity scene coming from the Scorelle. It comes from Scorelle in the province of Trento. And both the tree and the crib that are here in St. Peter's Square come from an area in Italy that was hit very, very hard by a storm last year in October and November. And some of the wood from that area was placed in the nativity scene as background in memory of those storms. Here we see the papal coat of arms at the loggia, and here's some members of the a word about the indulgence that we will be receiving today. It is a plenary indulgence, which is granted by the Pope's will, connected with the blessing that all of us can receive. Since 1985, the indulgence has been granted not only by the people physically present in St. Peter's Square, but also to those who are not physically present, but who follow it piously or religiously through radio or television or other internet connections. There are some conditions that are connected with the reception of this indulgence, which means that we can obtain from the Lord the removal of some temporal punishment due to sins that we have committed. We can also apply this great gift of the Lord to those who have gone before us and who are awaiting the day when they can be in the presence of the Lord. through the purification of themselves so that they are in the complete image and likeness of God as they were created. The conditions that we need to do in order to obtain this indulgence are the reception of sacramental confession and Eucharistic communion within about 20 days or so, and praying for the intentions of the Pope. And with the plenary indulgence, the other requirement is that we be free from any attachment to any type of sin whatsoever. And now we're going to have a little word about the military honors that will open today's ceremony.
The military honors are played, as you can see, opposite the central loggia on the facade of the basilica. There is a formation of Pontifical Swiss Guards, along with a battalion representing the Italian armed forces. And they are placed on the steps leading up to St. Peter's Basilica, where the Holy Father will appear. The two bands performing the national anthems are the Pontifical Band and the Carabinieri Band, and the Carabinieri are the Italian military police. And they will swap their anthems, so the Pontifical Band will play the Italian national anthem, and the Carabinieri will play the Vatican national anthem.
Appearing with the Pope today will be two cardinals. One is the Cardinal Protodeacon, Cardinal Renato Raffaele Martino, and he will introduce the blessing. The other is Cardinal Konrad Krajewski, the apostolic or papal almoner here receiving the central loggia. Once the military honors have been performed, we will then hear the Pope.
Il popolo che camminava nelle tenebre ha visto una grande luce. Cari fratelli e sorelle, buon Natale.
The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Dear brothers and sisters, Merry Christmas.
Dal grembo della Madre Chiesa questa notte è nato nuovamente il Figlio di Dio fatto uomo.
From the womb of Mother Church, the incarnate Son of God is born anew this night.
Il Padre, amore
His name is Jesus.
infinito, l'ha mandato.
God saved.
non per condannarlo, ma per
The Father, eternal and infinite love, has sent him into the world not to condemn the world,
tutti,
but to save it.
lo ha dato per sempre.
The Father has given him to us
Ed
with
egli
great
è
mercy.
nato come
He has given him to everyone.
assetta nel
He has given him forever.
nel freddo della notte.
The Son is born like a small light flickering in the cold and darkness of the
Maria
night.
è la parola di Dio fatta carne.
That child, born of the Virgin Mary, is the Word of God made flesh.
Verso la terra promessa.
The Word who guided Abraham's heart and steps towards the promised land, and who continues to draw to himself all those who trust in God's promises.
Alla libertà. E continua
The Word who led the Hebrews on the journey from slavery to freedom,
a uscire
and who continues to call the enslaved in every age,
che parola
including our towns, to come forth from their prison.
incarnata in un piccolo figlio di uomo,
He is the Word brighter than the sun,
luce del
made incarnate in a tiny Son of Man.
Per questo il
Jesus,
profeta è
the light of the world.
il popolo che camminava nelle tenebre ha visto una grande luce.
This is why the prophet cries out, "The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light."
Ma più grande è la luce di Cristo.
There is darkness in human hearts,
Nelle relazioni
yet the light of Christ is greater still.
sociali, ma più grande è la luce di Cristo.
There is darkness in personal, family, and social relationships, but the light of Christ is greater. There is darkness in economic, geopolitical, and ecological conflicts, yet greater still is the light of Christ.
Sia luce per tanti bambini che patiscono la guerra e i conflitti.
May Christ bring his light to the many children suffering from war and conflicts in the Middle East and in various countries of the world.
Amato popolo siriano, che ancora
May he bring comfort to the beloved Syrian people
che hanno
who
lasciato
still see no end to the hostilities that have rent their countries over the last decade.
le coscienze degli uomini di buona volontà.
May he stir the consciences of men and women of goodwill.
Internazionale a trovare soluzioni che garantiscano la sicurezza e la convivenza pacifica.
May he inspire governments and the international community to find solutions to allow the peoples of that region to live together in peace and security and put an end to their suffering. May he sustain the Lebanese people and enable them to overcome the current crisis and rediscover their vocation to be a message of freedom and harmonious coexistence for all.
Sia luce per la terra santa dove egli è nato.
May the Lord Jesus bring light to the Holy Land, where he was born as the Savior of mankind,
Che pur nella fatica
and where so many people, struggling but not discouraged,
di pace, di sicurezza,
still await a time of
di
peace,
prosperità.
of security and prosperity.
Attraversato da tensioni sociali e per lo Yemen.
May he bring consolation to Iraq amid its present social tensions, and to Yemen, suffering from a grave humanitarian crisis.
Penso ai bambini dello Yemen.
I think of the children of Yemen.
Dia speranza il piccolo bambino di Betlemme per tutto il continente americano.
May the tiny babe of Bethlehem bring hope to the whole American continent, where a number of nations are experiencing a time of social and political upheaval.
Il caro popolo venezuelano, lungamente provato da tensioni,
May he encourage the beloved Venezuelan people,
e non gli faccia mancare l'aiuto
long tried by their political and social tensions, and ensure that they receive the aid they need.
stanno prodigando per favorire la giustizia e la
May he bless the efforts of those
che si adoperano
who spare no effort to promote justice and reconciliation,
tante forme di povertà
and to overcome the various crises
di ogni
and
persona.
the many forms of poverty that offend the dignity of each
Sia
person.
luce il Redentore del mondo per la cara Ucraina.
May the Redeemer of the world bring light to the beloved Ukraine, which yearns for concrete solutions for an enduring peace.
Il Signore che è nato sia luce per i popoli dell'Africa, dove perdurano situazioni sociali e politiche.
May the newborn Lord bring light to the people of Africa, where persistent social and political situations often force individuals to migrate, depriving them of a home and family.
La popolazione che vive nelle regioni orientali della Repubblica Democratica del Congo.
May he bring peace to those living in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, torn by continuing conflict.
Quanti patiscono a causa delle violenze, delle calamità naturali.
May he bring consolation to all who suffer because of violence, natural disasters, or outbreaks of disease.
La loro fede religiosa.
And may he bring comfort to those who are persecuted for their religious faith,
E a quanti cadono vittime di attacchi
especially missionaries
di gruppi estremisti.
and members of the faithful who have been kidnapped, and to the victims of extremity in Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, and Nigeria.
Sulla terra sia difesa e sostegno per quanti a causa di queste e altre ingiustizie devono
May the Son of God come down to earth from heaven, protect and sustain all those who, due to these and other injustices, are forced to emigrate in the hope of a secure life. It is injustice that makes them cross deserts and seas that become cemeteries.
Schiavitù di ogni
It is injustice that forces them to endure unspeakable forms of abuse, of every kind, and torture in inhumane detention camps.
Tolga il nostro cuore spesso indurito.
May Emmanuel bring light to all the suffering members of our human family. May he usher us and make us of his love.
A quelli abbandonati,
May he bring his smile to our poor faces, to all the children of the world, to those who are abandoned and those who suffer violence.
poveri che non hanno di che coprirsi.
Through our frail hands may he give bread to the hungry and heal the sick.
Sia vicino alle persone anziane e a quelle
Through our friendship, such as it is, may he draw close to the elderly and the lonely, to migrants
in questo
and the marginalized.
testa doni a tutti la sua tenerezza per rischiare le tenebre di
On
questo.
this joyful Christmas day, may he bring his tenderness to all and brighten the darkness of this world.
The crowd now reacting to the Pope's message. And we now pray the Angelus.
Spirito Santo. Ave Maria, grazia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tui mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Santa Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen. Ecce ancilla Domini. Via mi secundum verbum tuum. Ave Maria, grazia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tui mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Santa Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen. Te brevum caro factum est. Et habitavit in nobis. Ave Maria, grazia plena, benedicta tui mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. Santa Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, ora pro nobis, Santa Dei Tementi, quotidium diciamur promissionibus Christi, grazie a Tua, in questo Domine, mentre le nostre confonde, tutti angeli annunzianti, Cristi fili Tui, incarnazione in coniovium, per passione meius per cruce, a resurrezione e gloria perducamur, per Christum Dominum nostrum. Amen. Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto. Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto. Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto. Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Pro fidelibus et fontis requiem aeternam dona eis Domine, et lux perpetua lucia Dei, per Christum Sanctificatum. Amen.
The total deacon now is granting of the indulgence. Cardinal Renato Raffaele Martino has been the Cardinal Privileged faithful presence, and to those who receive his blessings by radio, television, and the news.
Perché conservi a lungo il Papa.
Let us ask Almighty God to grant the Pope many years as leader of the Church, and peace and unity to the Church throughout the world.
Santi Apostoli Petrus et Paulus, de quorum potestatis autoritate confidimus.
May the holy apostles Peter and Paul, in whose power and authority we trust, intercede for us before the Lord.
Beate Maria, Santa Virgine, Beati Michaelis Arcangeli.
Through the prayers and merits of Blessed Mary, the Virgin, Saint Michael the Archangel, Saint John the Baptist, the holy apostles Peter and Paul, and all the saints, may Almighty God have mercy on you, forgive all your sins, and may Jesus Christ bring you to life everlasting.
Remissionem omnium peccatorum vestrorum, cor sempre e
May the Almighty and merciful God grant you indulgence, absolution, and the remission of all your sins, a season of true and fruitful penance, a well-disposed heart, amendment of life, the grace and comfort of the Holy Spirit, and final perseverance in good works, in which prepare ourselves now for the blessing.
et generictio Dei omnipotentis, Patris, et Filius, et Spiritus Sanctus, descendat super vos, et manet semper. Amen.
Possibly here present are people from all of those countries mentioned by the Pope during his message, and we'll now hear from him again.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, rinnovo i miei auguri di buon Natale a tutti voi, giunti da ogni parte del mondo in questa piazza, e a quanti da diversi paesi sono collegati mediante la radio e la televisione e gli altri mezzi di comunicazione.
Dear brothers and sisters, I renew my Christmas greetings to all of you gathered from every part of the world here in this square, and to those connected through radio, television, and other means of communication from other countries.
Testimonianza della nostra vita.
I thank you for your presence on this joyful day. We are all called to give hope to the world, proclaiming with words, and above all through the witness of our lives, that Jesus, our peace, is born. Please do not forget to pray for me. Enjoy your Christmas dinner, and goodbye.
Thousands here in St. Peter's Square reacting to the Pope, the possibility of receiving a tradition on Christmas Day here in Rome. We'll hear the band one more time. bands, as it were, of both the Vatican and Italy. We wish this type of harmony among the nations of our earlier, and in so to the political leaders of South Sudan with some peace and prosperity upon that conflict-prone nation. Holy Father still observing from the loggia, now waving to all the people in the square. Many of us may have in our memories the first time we saw the Pope appear on this balcony in 2013 on the night of his election. He's still asking us to pray for him from the very first moment of his election until today. So we remember to do that especially today on this Christmas Day for the Vicar of Christ, the one whose birth we celebrate today. This now ends the live broadcast of this Christmas Day Orbi et Orbi message. We hear the flag now signaling the wonder of Christ's birth on the beauty of this Christmas Day that we celebrate annually. If any of you would like to have the full text of the Pope's Orbi et Orbi message and blessing this morning, or perhaps a summary, you can also find the video created on our YouTube channel. All of this and more you can find by visiting the Vatican News web portal, which is information on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube accounts. And you'll also find other Vatican and news and world news there as well. On behalf of the media, I would like to thank all of you for joining us once again. Thanks to the television stations, Catholic Faith Network, Shalom World TV, WTN, Falcon Light TV, Catholic TV, and Radio Maria. The world in this Christmas tradition. Special thanks also go to all of the technicians who have made this broadcast possible, and to all of you for joining us. On behalf of Vatican Media, I'm Sister Bernadette, along with Francesca Merlo, wishing all of you a most blessed Christmas today and throughout the Christmas season. Laudetur Jesus Christus.